This your boy Mr. G. How you doing? And look what we got here. The 2018 Yamaha Star Venture, and that is a tight rear end to a bike. The double guns, look at the size of the tire, everything is clean, nothing is flappy and falling apart. And then when you come up, look what you see. That's going to be you. Not a bad thing to have going on for your day, right? So my buddy Chris here is taking me out for another ride. I've closed these in just to see how much wind protection you get, which I'm imagining is quite a lot. And we're going to take this bad boy for a ride. You're at DHY in Deptford, but don't let the sign fool you. They do a lot more than just Honda and Yamaha. Look around, you'll see they got a demo going on right now for slingshots. They got Polaris ATVs. Inside they got generators. They got lawnmowers. It's definitely a place you want to check out. So let's do this thing. On. Huh? Alarm? Good. All right. On. And don't know what I'm doing. What do we got for a start button, Chris? Set. Now I just do this? Huh? Accept. So now.
And then just start.
Where, here?
Yep.
There we go. I'm a noob. Neutral. And you obviously have this big screen here. And then I want it sport mode. So the modes are T for touring and S for sport, which are there. And the high beams are on. I don't know if you can see that there. And this is an ABS bike. And it looks like the windshield's all the way up, so. Oh, wow. All right. So, strange because it's not what I thought it was, even after sitting on it. I guess it's okay to be wrong about stuff. We'll see. Obviously, I rode that last week, but you know, I'm a Yamaha rider, so this is a brand I trust, and of course, I'm excited about bumping up to a new bike that's a Yamaha, so something I want to ride, you know. Chris is going to take me for a ride, and we'll see what this bad boy does. I'm going to say right off the bat, so easy to get your feet down on this bike that it is maybe a little unfair to other bikes that have to compete with it. All right, so you're hearing it. It signs off early. The gearing signs off early, but then there's this strange thing. You know, I've been hearing a lot about how it doesn't have any speed, but this bike is not having any trouble. This engine, I'm sorry, is not having any trouble throwing this around. And when you start to roll with this thing, one of the things you're going to notice is that this is a big bike. Like, it's not even trying to hide, you know, that's not, Yamaha just does their own thing. You have to understand that about Yamaha. They don't care. They're like, well, we want to do this. And so they do. Oh my gosh, it leaned over really well. So you got this gigantic boat of a bike in front of you. And it's, you know, it's evident right away that you are on a gigantic beast. But the engine throws this forward no problem at all. If I know the Chris and I were talking, he was saying like, this is all day comfort. The owner just got back from a 700-mile trip to a Yamaha event where he was pulling this up for, you know, demonstration purposes. Alright, so that's something you have to get used to. Now you can just watch it on the tack there, but I'm being an idiot and not watching it, so you definitely don't, you can't rev this out, you know, it's 5,000, you know, and it's like, please stop. But look at this in a turn. Look at this. Are you kidding me? I'm not scraping pegs yet. What? Turn, okay, so we'll tilt some more. What? What was that all about? Alright, so, wow. There's a lot to say. Here we go, just kind of, sixth gear, just kind of chilling. There's a lot to say. First of all, once again, I've been wrong about seating. I don't know how I keep getting this wrong. When I did the walk around on this bike, I felt like the seating was like, it could be better. It's not, it's too firm. It's too wide. The tank is too wide. But look at this, just pulling 2,500 RPMs at 70 miles per hour. 3,000 RPMs at 70 miles per hour. This is Cadillac. And I had to say, this seat is got a lot of back, lower back support. It's extremely soft and comfortable. I don't know, like I felt like that wasn't the case just doing the walk around, but when you start moving and you sink into it, I guess it's a whole different story. So that's something to be aware of if you are out walking around and sitting on bikes. Something for you to be aware of. So the rider's triangle. This is my big, this is my big beef that I complain about. It's such a boat. It doesn't just fly over into another lane like whoop. No, it just kind of like slowly glides over. But the wind is off of you. The wind protection on this is actually better than the wind protection on the Goldwing that's in front of me. See this? See how it's not, you don't flick it over, is what I'm trying to say. You kind of glide over, you kind of follow the wind. The wind protection is amazing. I'm barely being touched on the outsides of my elbows. This, the windscreen is, definitely getting the job done. Oh, there we go. And, rider's triangle. You're sitting up, and your feet are all the way back. Your heels can be all the way back. Like, I'm short, and this is still enough for me. To reach the peg is easy. But you can do this with this bike because the boards are so long. So you can get, a slouched, lazy position, or just sit up. The bars come back to you, and they're about even with my bike. So I like that. It's like right past your knee and up and to the left bar. I'm lazy. I wouldn't mind if they were just right here, if I'm being honest. But there's something nice about these bars that's not the same on a cheaper bike. I haven't seen this really since I demoed Indian, and that is the turn right here. They're not down like this. They're right at a position that the wrist naturally hangs. And I dig that. Let's give it some juice. There's a lot more throttle there's a lot more roll to the throttle than they probably want to have, considering that the bike is only going to rev to 5. You obviously have tons of storage, and you can see that. But I can't see myself having a problem owning owning this bike. Like, I'm coming out in the morning, like, is that what you're riding? Okay, well, my ride's more comfortable than yours. This is way more comfortable than I thought it would be. Way more comfortable than it looks. Way more comfortable than the competitive bikes that are in its price range and providing the same service, which is 2-up riding. And I have to say, I'm happy about that, because I didn't expect it. And when a bike surprises you, it's always kind of cool. Now, do you use engine braking? Look at this thing fall into a turn. I can't stand these new motorcycles just falling into turns like this. Like, it just, I can't take it. It's too good. It's too easy, fool. Recognize. Look at this. Look at this. You think you know, but you don't know. You think it's one thing, but it's a whole nother thing. Take a look. Yes. So, this your boy, Mr. G, on the Yamaha Star Venture. Thank you to Deptford DHY and my boy Chris in front of me. At the light, you know, you're stopped. This is a bike that you keep. It just kind of stays right here. It doesn't bow your legs like I thought it did. That's another thing I was wrong about. It's not bowing my legs out having this giant tank. So, you know what? Walk-arounds aren't quite enough. You got to get on these bikes, I guess. I don't guess. I know. The clutch is adjustable. Right now they have it on a setting that works for me. It's definitely better than my bike. But the fact that you can make it easier is also kind of cool. So what you have here is a totally different animal, because what this is about is Cadillac luxury 2-up touring. This is hitting that check mark in every single way. Like, every single thing about this bike is easy to use, comfortable, all-day riding. This your boy, Mr. G, signing out. I'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, talk to me in the comment section. Tell me how wrong I am. It's all good. You can tell me how right I am too, you know. That's always acceptable. Catch me on my Instagram, my Facebook, and I will definitely link competitive rides that I've done to this bike. So what I'm going to do real quick on this next turn before I sign off is just do the rev limiter thing, where I just rev up and switch so you can see where the gearing actually is and how fast I'm going, and get a feel for like the difference in this bike. This will be one of my longer videos, but I think it's worth playing with all this stuff and sharing it with you. I should have just sat in neutral. I mean, what am I doing? I should have just, you know, it's our turn now. We get to play. All right, so look. Sign off. I can't really choose, you know, so we're at 4. Sign off. It actually signs off at like 4.5, but you're also, you know, moving pretty fast when it happens. Sign off. Over the bumps. Nothing. Sign off. So, you know, can you get this is only 5th, by the way. Look right there, you can see 5th. And you know, so you're doing 80 in 5th gear, so there's no lack of power in this engine. It's just a luxury smooth touring engine. It's not meant to throw you around, it's meant to get you there smoothly. This is for you and your girl, you know. And then I guess I can't do the sign off on this one, so this is Mr. G clicking it down into 3,000 RPMs at 70 miles per hour, and signing off. Peace!